Hey everyone, this is Doro from the Sovereign Trader channel. In this video I'm gonna go through the weekend review. I have some spare time, so I'll make like a 20-30 minutes video about how my week was, which positions are open, which ones I closed and why. Quick review about the general price action and situation and condition of the markets. So let's start off. The first chart that I want to represent is the MSCI All Country World Index, which is kind of a benchmark for me to assess the overall trend, the major trend in the markets. Because I trade markets from different regions, I want to have an index that is representative of all of them, I would say, in a sense. So we can see that we are in a clear uptrending channel while we are just starting to visit the upper I would say boundary or the upper extreme of the channel. This is after we cleared this resistance level of prior all-time highs from Nov 21. We could have seen, you can see clear resistance, support, breakdown, resistance, and once again cleared up. I think that there is a chance that we will face resistance, and one of the first signs that I can see is this clear bearish engulfing. Okay, what it actually means is that the sellers are coming and just simply eliminating all the daily bars that were preceding this bar. Okay, so once again, I'm not making any big projections here. At the end of the day, it's the market that tells the trader what to do, and not the other way around. So I'm going to be reactive, but still keeping in mind that there is a possibility for some kind of short-term correction, maybe to this support, maybe to even a very short one, this support, and then we'll continue higher. We shall see. Okay, moving on to the futures of the S&P. In a sense, same situation here. We don't have a clear channel here because we need to have 2 points, but I still give weight to this upper extreme, which we have 3 points. You can call it 4, but I think it's 3 major points, 3 major rejections. We might be forming here some kind of a double top. Okay, once again, it's still something that we'll need to wait and see. I want to touch on Bitcoin quickly. We are still in this kind of tight channel. Okay, rectangle. It's 16% of underlying price, which means that if price will break out of this rectangle to the upside, we are more likely to see double measured target. So this is the first, this is the doubled one. which will take us to around 100K. Not sure how long it will take, but this is kind of a very quick analysis of Bitcoin's chart. I believe that maybe a week or two from now I'll make a more in-depth analysis of Bitcoin chart, which I have a more in-depth analysis in other chart, not this one. I'll go through it in another time. Okay, so guys, I'll go quickly through the active list. Once again, for anyone that is new watching this channel, the active list is the list that contains positions that has the possibility to trigger within the coming days, say 3 more or less days. So LLY is still nothing new. Actually, I don't like this price action of breakout. Okay, we have a clear rejection, bad follow through, another attempt to break above this high, and once again we are getting rejected. You can call it a doji or a shooting star. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, but still we're seeing hesitation, price action. This is not something that I want to see in breakouts, especially in such a strong trend. Maybe price will need to consolidate a little bit, maybe come back within the pattern again, and then attempt another breakout, which I hope will be with a decent breakout candle, something like I would say bullish engulfing, or just a full bullish bar that will be more significant and indicative of a strong continuation to the upside. Moving on to booking. Once again, guys, so I want to draw your attention quickly to this. Actually, let's go to the weekly. Quickly. So we have first attempt to break out here or continue higher. We got rejected, and then we got another attempt, okay, and got rejected, and then we have this week. I know that it's earnings day, and usually stocks open in a gap to the upside or downside in earnings days, but either way, if price, as a trader, I'm trading price, and price is providing me with all the information that I need to know, okay? So if there was aggressiveness from the buyers, or buyers backing the move properly, we would see some kind of continuation to the upside, or at least sideways price action. We saw a strong move to the downside. Sellers were much more aggressive, okay, actually kept down after the earnings day, which is quite interesting. Made some exchange of powers between sellers and buyers within this rectangle, and then came back up again. We can see that there was sweep of highs in this bar, okay. Maybe buyers try to push price higher, okay. Sellers try to lure some buyers into a breakout, and then took buy orders from above these highs, and made price continue down. I don't know if it makes much sense, actually, my last sentence. I used to trade footprint charts and got more into trade more based on order flow, but I haven't done that for quite a while, but I still have some concepts that related to that in my mind. So It's kind of coming back to me, the sweeping of highs and sweeping of low and stuff like that. Either way, we are not seeing any strong price action that we're supposed to see near this breakout. So continuing. GEVN. Actually, this is I think one of the only charts that maintained posture, I would say, this week in a positive sense. So we had the first breakout attempt, which not exactly failed, but did not have a clear follow through. But still, price is managing to hold above pattern boundary. In a sense, it actually has support here, so it's quite precisely at this support. Okay. Let's see if we get strong breakout candle, and we might more precisely, I might take a position to the upside. DIN, this is actually a trade that I wanted to take, but I usually avoid trading against the major trend of the all country world index. It was quite clear, and I had, I would say, some kind of a good gut feeling about this trade. I was looking at it right here. Okay, this is where I thought about entering. Clear 3 bullish bars. Buyers didn't manage to push price to the upper boundary, did so only 1 to 3 times, while we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can say this is the 7th time, or if you want to eliminate this one and say this is the 6th. Any case, sellers are absolutely in control in this rectangle. One thing that I did that kind of almost pushed me to take this trade, I said, okay, so let me see the correlation with the SPY. Okay. Now I want to see it. Actually, I want to see it here. Let me see the correlation with SPY. Okay, so this was it. Right here, guys. We have separated. Okay, SPY continued up. DIN continued down, consolidated. Now it's breaking this consolidation or rectangle to the downside. Yeah. Moving on. APAM once again. Not a compelling price action for breakout. AVGO. Another not compelling price action. Beyond that, I'm gonna go kind of quickly because I want to move on to my open positions and trades that I closed. So nothing specific in PFSI. Not here too. HPQ. It's a decent trade. Actually, I was following it, and was expecting to enter on this candle, which kind of closed too high, almost at the half point of the measured target. So the risk reward wasn't sufficient enough for me, so I chose not to. BSI, we had a decent gap down, not exactly sure why, but overall, if you would look at price action from this perspective, it was kind of good looking. This is the kind of price action that I want to see in a breakout. Although this kind of bearish engulfing was kind of scary, but this is the reason why I have the 3%. This is the reason why I have the 3% rule, which is once again taken from Technical Analysis of Stock Trends by Edwards and McGee. This is why I have the 3% entry rule, to make sure that I'm not getting caught up in some kind of fail breakout attempts. Okay, let's go. Okay, not much to say here, guys. Not here too. Maybe we need another consolidation. Maybe it will be a head and shoulders that is in a way combined with cup and handle, which would be kind of good. I like to see patterns within patterns. It adds to the reliability of the pattern. Okay, same here, guys. Decent breakout bar, bad follow through, guys. Okay, so let's say, for example, you'll take the trade, place the stop loss below the low of this thrust candle, okay, and you add a target point, something like that. Actually, we are for me, I'm at 1.5. I'm at the lower edge of the acceptable risk reward for me. Let's say after we entered and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 days with bad follow through, on the 5th day I would probably close the position, or maybe even at the 4th day. I know that I'm being smart in hindsight, but I will, in getting to my close trade and my open positions, I will speak more in depth about the follow through that I'm expecting from the breakout and its implication for me in managing the trade. Once again, nothing much to say here. Same. Okay. Starting to get interested a little bit more in short positions. But once again, I need to see clear break below. Okay, we held below the 200-day EMA for quite a long time. Strong move to the downside. Some, I would say, distribution is happening here. Okay. So far it seems like the sellers are in control. We are at the, if you want to get a bit more in details about rectangles, so we have the lower half and the upper half. The lower half is the bearish half, and the upper half is of course the bullish half. As long as we hold below the bearish half, we are in a bearish sentiment, you can say, and we can see the beauty of the 50% within rectangles. Resistance, support, some kind of a play here, but you got some support here and then resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. So yeah, I'm not trading usually with the midpoint of rectangles, but I do pay attention to it from time to time if I want to get a better sense of the price action personality. Okay. Yeah. AGM. Once again, this is actually looking good in my eyes. We are it seems like we are in a sense stopping in this stock. Okay. Usually stocks don't just go up strongly and then down strongly. We have some consolidation, some kind of distribution and then we are dropping back down. Okay, so this is the active list, guys. As you can tell, the only stock that I'm kind of interested in is a GEBN, which will need to prove itself. Let's go to my open positions, guys. So mRNA, this is a trade that I like to see. Okay, so I'm being kind of vulnerable here, guys, and sharing my everything, I would say. Actually sharing the positions, I mean, okay, and what's up with the position, where my stops are, and everything, which is part of the process, first of all, for myself, but I don't mind sharing the knowledge with you guys. Okay, so I entered upon this bar. Okay, this or this, I'm quite not sure, because I only came back from the vacation on the 14th of May. Okay, I took the position. Actually, it might be even in the 15th, but I'm not quite sure, but it was around these bars. Okay, if you are looking for a moment at the price action, so a strong break, a pullback that did not challenge the pattern boundary, which is important, and then we just rallied up. Okay, strongly, directional, with no hesitations. Okay, once I get to these kind of trades, I want to manage them by ATR trailing stop loss. Okay, it will be 3 times ATR of 10 3 times ATR of 10 periods. Okay, and I want to let the trade run, and this is what I'm gonna do. But if for a moment I'm going back to the point of the follow through that I want to see after a breakout, this is the kind of follow through that I want to see. Okay, and this is the kind of trades that I want to trade. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. So once again, entry one was on this bar, if I'm not mistaken. It is not a strong follow through as we saw in Moderna, but it's still something. Okay, I want to see the following bars, the 1, 2, 3 following bars after the entry breakout candle. I want to see them moving in the direction of the trade. I don't mind that price will start to play some games, but I want it to be in my profit, in a profit zone. Okay, I want to, I'm managing risk very aggressively. I don't want price to play when I'm in loss territory. Okay, this is why I'm very, very quick to cut rates that don't go in my direction. Now I want to go to all the 4 trades that I actually entered and closed this week. I'll start off with Aussie CAD, because this was the trade that I first entered. If I'm not mistaken, it was on this bar, yeah, the 15th. Once again, guys, about follow through. So we had a pretty decent breakout candle, and then we had some kind of doji. Okay, it's kind of eatable, I would say. Okay, I'll let it pass. Then we see some kind of a little bullish bar, but not so indicative, I would say. Still sideways price action. Then we see another bearish bar, which has bigger body than the 2 preceding ones, and then another bullish bar. So we have clear hesitation, clear indecisiveness, and I would say tie in power control between buyers and sellers. Then we get this bar. This bar, it's not a playbook bearish engulfing, but at the end of the day, I don't know, for those that trade for some time, once again, I'm not kind of a trading master or anything even close to that, yeah, but I do have like 3 years of experience in trading, mainly price action, so just getting to the nitty-gritty of how price is behaving. And this in a sense is a bearish engulfing, okay? It's a full bearish candle. It's covering almost half of the range of the candles before, the 4 candles before it. This is where I closed the position. Said, okay, that's more than enough to tell me that this trade doesn't want to be traded, okay? So I don't want to trade trades that don't want to be traded. I want to play with players that want to play, okay? And Aussie CAD in this situation wasn't this one. So AVA. This was kind of a tricky trade for me, guys. So what happened here is that after I entered the trade, I paid attention to this resistance, and in a moment I'll touch it. But we had a very strong. Let's take this one off for a moment, okay? We had a very strong breakout candle, and then we got this candle, and then I said to myself, wow, it's kind of a shame that I didn't notice this clear resistance. Once again, coming back to the order flow stuff, we swept these highs, more specifically this high, clear shooting star, follow through to the downside. This is where I closed the position yesterday, okay? We have some kind of bearish bar forming here, but in my eyes, it's not promising. After this kind of bar, I want to see continuation to the upside, and I would want to see a strong one. And if it's not a strong one, I would at least want to see some kind of a medium, a continuation to the upside, or sideways price action dodges that are holding at the upper range of this bar. Okay, I want to see buyers continuing to be aggressive and managing to hold price higher. This is not a situation here, guys, especially not after this candle. Not this and not this. So this is AVA, AVAH. Yep. Moving on to, I think, MCHP. Oh, which one? Yeah, it was MCHP that I entered. Yeah, it was Colombia that I entered first. So once again, here too, the confluence of the trade wasn't that good, guys. And this is actually something that I took from these 2 trades, okay? To pay attention more to the bigger picture of the trade. So once again, I know it's earnings day. We had a gap up. It's actually a day after earnings day, but yeah, excuse me, this is earnings day. No, yeah, this was the earnings day. Any case, guys, not being too precise of the earnings day anyways, but once again had a big gap up, closed back within the pattern, and then continued strongly to the upside. Okay, it's a very beautiful leg to the upside. We once again swept this high, so much say that we kind of got resistance from this a supply block. Okay, once again, not getting too much into it, guys. I'm not quite sure about the concepts, but still they're in my mind, so I can't not pay attention to them. Any case, so this shooting star is not good. The bearish follow through that followed it is not good. We once again move to the upside. I said to myself, okay, it might be a second successful attempt. Not the case. Bad follow through, another bad follow through. I said, okay, after this price action, the sweep of these highs by this, the sweep of these candles highs by this candle, I don't like it. I don't like the shooting star. I don't like the bearish follow through that was after it. I don't like this bad follow through and not this doji candle. And I'm quite not sure how price will close today, but once again, it's not promising. Not even close to how Moderna looked, or the New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. Let's go to MCHP and then we'll close this video, guys. So once again, we have quite a decent, beautiful bar on the weekly. I entered on this bar, but closed on this bar. I might have been too aggressive here, but I had a reasoning. I had reasoning for it, because I said to myself, okay, this is the first breakout attempt, okay, in a sense, and it wasn't successful. We had a pullback. We moved up. We once again swept the highs, came back down, and then moved up again. Especially with speaking about second attempt breakouts, I want to see strong follow through. Second attempt means that buyers were not strong enough to make it in the first attempt, and they are trying again. The second try is an indication for their weakness. Why would they need to try again? Let's say it otherwise. They wouldn't need to try again if they were strong enough in the first place, in the first attempt. So once again, second attempt is an indication of weakness, and trading second breakout attempts should be taken with more caution. We had this bearish follow through. All the price opened in a gap up today because we closed here. It's not that significant. It's kind of nice that it holds at the high range of the last 2 days bars, but for me it was an exit. Okay, I might have been too aggressive here, but I know that it will never be a one size fits all, and I am looking for the specific trades that manage to move strongly in the direction of the trade for at least 1-2 first bars after the breakout entry bar. So guys, this is it for today. I hope you managed to gain some kind of insight from this video. Once again, I'm glad to share my process, and as I'm always saying, this video is as much for me as it is for you. It helps me to reflect on trades. While I'm doing that, I'm learning my trades in a much in-depth way, and doing that is a very good practice for me as a trader. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you had a good trading week, and I wish you a good and peaceful weekend.